Yeah, when Berlin was bombed and the carpet bombings were happening and there was death and destruction everywhere, I I just wanted to give up. I said, there is no hope. How can we have hope? And it was like I say, it was like my people were like laughing and being happy, and I was like, how can you be happy at a time like this? There's nothing but death and destruction. The whole city is destroyed. How can you be happy? And the French people were like, if someone's not trying, they're like, mon ami, if someone's not trying to kill you, it means they do not love you. And like, it was like my people were joking and laughing and like I was estimating the dead of the cities and wondering, did the people get out of the factories in time? What was going on? Were people okay in Britain? And I was just like I was freaking out. And I was like, just scatter, disperse. They can't carpet bomb you if you're dispersed. And I was like, emergency, just like, just going into emergency reaction, saying, I'm dead. That's fine. Just give me to them, and I'll just die. This will end now. Obviously, they want my factories or whatever, and let's just get this over with. But like I say, France and Britain had all gone through bloody civil wars and all kinds of stuff, and Germany as well. And they were still going to work. There were wagon trains leaving the city like ants leaving a dead hive or something. And I was like, I will accept my fate, and just this ends here and now. That's it. Someone wanted to kill me and crush me into the dust, and my people should not suffer for that. And like I say, they were the ones that were saying, we've come too far, no. And the French were like, like this is like a Tuesday or a Monday or a Wednesday. If Monday is a good day, and by Wednesday someone always should be trying to kill you. Like it was normal for bombs to be falling from the sky at 9 o'clock in the morning, and like it was normal for death and destruction. Like being killed every month or year is like normal. Like they had just been through so much fighting and so much war by then that they're like you know we had 20 years of peace, and all of a sudden it was just like the end of the world. Britain was destroyed. There was carpet bombings going all over. I was getting reports of death everywhere. We couldn't even get to the planes that were attacking us. I was like, maybe if we're all in a line or just scattered to the wind, they won't be able to kill us so quickly. So, anyway, like I said, I was like, it's freezing up in Russia, and food supplies won't last. And like I say, I had given up, and like my people were setting up coffee shops because, and there would be like people shooting, and there was like random shot. It was like living in a war zone, and like they would serve coffee. And sometimes I think there was even like a tea break time when they would stop shooting for tea or something like that. It was like some really like, what the? It's like, oh, it's 4 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Time for tea. Okay, stop shooting. And there'd like be breaks in like the shooting and stuff. Like there were some really surreal moments where it's like, I just, it was like, this is reality. This is life. And like my people were like, yeah. Every 5 years or 10 years, someone tries to kill you and end you. That's part of life. They're like, but it's not part of your life, they said. It's like I had given them a glimmer of something. And so, anyway, like I say, I had stopped wars and put myself in the middle of things and just negotiated peace and just like held this tight little balancing act of stuff. And like I said, when Berlin was being smashed and bombed and destroyed, I'd given up. I was like, there's no hope. The planes are just going to keep coming. They're just going to keep trying to kill us. There's no hope. And like my French soldiers and my French soldiers were joking about it, and British were and even Britain was like, this happens. We all know death, but it doesn't have to be this way. And so they said that I would lead them again, and that they would follow me. So, and it was, like I say, it was a surreal moment, because people really were still going to work, even though there was carpet bombing in the city, and a lot of people had died. And anyway, I was freaking out, and even from Germany, when I was in Germany, I was in that little bunker or whatever, and someone was going around killing people, saying, "Hand over your leader, and the death will end." They were just killing people. And I was like, you gotta hand me over. And they said, it will not matter. It will not change. They will still kill us. And so I was like, well, maybe they won't. Anyway, I was ready to surrender and just give up. And it was my people that said no. You will lead us from afar. So anyway, yeah. A lot of people had, that's the story of my life in Berlin, and how someone was, I think it was the Republic of George Washington, or the collection of Confederates or something like that. And America basically was trying to stomp me out. Even Russia. Like I said, and even Hitler at some point in time. Like I said, I just remember 3 armies coming in on one of my bases. They bombed the shit out of it. Stalin, I remember it was someone like Stalin, someone else, and even a flying group from Germany bombed the hell out of one of my old bases. It was like an old mine or something, or old bunker that I had. And they just they practically, it's that bunker that was in that game. They practically removed it off the face of the planet if they could have. And a lot of other sites were blowing up too. Like someone was making a clear, and like they were making a play for ending me, and anything that had ever come from me or been about me. They were just trying to remove me from the face of the earth and all my buildings, even my people. So it was like the end of the world. And so anyway, so people went out in lines, and they talked about how they had family, and they would go and stay with family, and that they had hope. I was like, how can you have hope? How can you? What hope? What hope is there? It's a freezing cold winter, and there's no food. And they refused. They said, we refuse to die. We refuse to give in to this. So, and they were practically joking about it. I think trying to keep my spirits high, because they knew I had snapped like a twig. It had just been too much for me. So, next thing you know, I'm in America, and leading America, and opening my borders and getting as many people into America as I could possibly stuff. I would have filled this country to the brim if I could. I just wanted to get them out of there. They had been so loyal and so good. So anyway, yeah, that's my story of Berlin and the carpet bombing, and the Confederacy or Republic of Washington or something like that was trying to bomb me with my own planes, and everything there. So anyway, yeah, it was an interesting time, and my people kept my spirits high.